Hey guys, it's Rafa by myself today for episode number 5, I think, of the Honeybee Chronicles. For anyone who's new, welcome. This is a podcast about knitting, mostly just knitting, some other random things, and lately a bit of yarn dyeing. It's hosted usually by me and Noah. Actually, Noah's been in 2 videos, so I guess mostly just by me. I'm from Arizona where it's hot as hell, but I love to knit with wool. So there's that. So, welcome back to anyone who is a returning viewer. So much appreciate you guys and appreciate all the love and support I've been getting on this journey. It is so fun and definitely no plans to stop anytime soon. I got home and I was like, oh, I want a podcast. So here I am. Hopefully this will actually go up in the near future. Last week, guys, this video, or the video last week, was ready days in advance. But for whatever reason, I couldn't get it onto my computer, and then I didn't know how to make it move from iMovie to the, whatever, I don't care. It was just a pain. I ended up, I went to Tucson, which is my hometown. I went for the weekend, and I ended up going a little bit later than I planned because I was trying to get the freaking video uploaded, and it finally did, so I was super duper excited that you guys were able to watch the video. Shout out to anyone who's followed me recently and followed me on Instagram. I've had a couple of people who I love, and who I watch myself, or who I've purchased products from before, either follow me or comment, and I am so appreciative. Every little interaction with anyone just makes me happy, so definitely a big fan. And yeah, today for drinking, which I guess everyone does, Noah, being the sweetheart that he is, stopped at Starbucks and got me a light ice mango black tea lemonade, which this is my technically 2nd Starbucks of the day, more like 4th. And let me tell you guys that story really quick. So this morning, there's a Starbucks at my work, and I work in these huge offices and stuff, and there was one down there. So I went down to get a drink, as I often do. Too often, to be quite honest. But so I went in and I ordered my usual, which is a light ice soy chai with white mocha and peppermint. Super good. I can't really drink dairy because I get super sick to my stomach, so I avoided it as much as I possibly can. So I ordered it, and they're like, Rafa, your order's ready. I go up. They're like, oh, crap, it has regular milk. We'll remake it. Do you know anyone who wants it? And I was like, sure. My coworker's with me, so I gave it to her. Leaving the Starbucks building, not even the building, because it's just a little room inside of one of the buildings. The drinks flies out of my hand, because it had condensation like this, and it just and fell and flew everywhere, and so I was so sad. Walked back in, the lady was like, oh, what did you have again? Because it had wiped off, so then she made me my drink again for free, which was super nice. And then I got home, and Noah had this, he had his, and I went to take a drink. He's like, hold on, you have your own. And I was like, oh. So yeah, I love mango black tea lemonade. I've drank that for years. So, I guess I'll get more into my personal life towards the end of the video like I usually do. But I am going to switch things up today. I don't have any FOs, so nothing there, which is fine. It's okay. It's a week of no FOs. That's fine with me. I didn't work on any hats. That's why. But instead of starting with whips, I'm going to start with enhancements because I bought a lot of stuff. Not too much, but I bought some stuff this week and also made some stuff. So, let's get started. So, I guess I'll kind of go chronologically. I have my stuff in front of me. So, I went in Tucson to this adorable yarn store called Birdhouse Yarns, and I just kept the bag, and this is what I brought everything into the room with me. This isn't my knitting room. I have a room where I have all my yarn, my stash, and accoutrements, and my wheel, or my winder, and my Swift. The word escaped me. But the light isn't as good, so I've just filmed in my actual office. Where I sat yesterday is right over there. Just, that had nothing to do with anything. But, so I brought everything in over in this bag. So, I'll show you guys that in a second. So, I went into the store. I've been wanting to go. It looked really cute from the Yelp reviews. And so, I was like, let me check it out. My mom went with me. And this is what I bought. So, the kind of boring thing, I guess. I bought a Chiagu red lace circular in a 2.5. I need it for the cast on of this, I think it's the Lockwood cardigan that I'm planning on doing with the Cat's Kettle yarn that I showed like 2 episodes ago. So I have this. I bought that, which was nice. I could just pick it up there. And then I got some yarn that I just saw, and it was different than what I'm used to, so I figured I would buy it. So let me show you some of it. So the first one, so the store's laid out really cool. It's an old house, and each of the rooms, like there's a hallway down one of the sides, and then in some of the rooms they sell yarn, which I thought was super neat. And so in one of the rooms they had this, which was the Queensland Collection Savannah yarn. It's in this like oatmeal, very like natural color. It's color 05, if that means anything to you. And it is 66% silk, 34% linen. I saw Michelle Wang talk about a yarn a while back. You can see it here. That was linen, and since then I've been like, I want to try linen. I just want to try it. I may hate it, I may love it, but I bought this, and this is in a DK. The texture of the yarn is kind of interesting to me. You can see it has like a rustic, if it would focus, you can see it has like a rustic twist to it, which I think will be kind of cool. And I've heard that linen blooms when it blocks, so that will be kind of cool to see. I don't know what this will be yet. Maybe part of a cowl, maybe, who knows. I honestly have no idea. So I bought that. I like how it feels. It's not super rough, but it's not super soft either, which I kind of dig. So I got that. This is the first one. I'm trying to figure out where to put stuff. Then I got these in the same little section, and it's so interesting. I bought 2 of it. Siri, leave me alone. So, anyway, sorry. So this is Barocco Mykonos. It is, I think this is, what's it called? DK weight, even though it seems really, really thin to me, but by the yardage it seems like it, because it's, this is 50 grams and it's 142 yards. So it seems like maybe like maybe a sport. I don't know. I'm really bad at that. But it has this really cool like metallic vibe to it, and it's picking it up really well on the camera from what I can see. This is 66% linen, 26% nylon, 8% cotton. The color is 8503. Oh, it's a light, so I think that's a sport. Good to know, good to know. So I got this. Surprisingly, and I got 2 of them, like I said. Neutral. Very, very neutral, which I don't usually buy, but something about it just spoke to me. So I bought it. And then I bought a couple more. I found this one, and this was an interesting... I've heard of this brand, I think. I've never bought anything from it. It's Painted Desert. I don't know what the colorway is. It's 19. I wish these had fun names. That's always fun. It looks like cotton candy slash a summer sunset here. Specifically in Tucson, where I'm from. You can see it's kind of variegated. Very, very pretty. This is... This is, I believe, it is fingering weight. And it's 100% superwash, which I think I already said. But I thought it was pretty. So, yeah, I got that. And then I got this because I always see Mina Phillips of the Knitting Expat podcast. She's always doing rainbow everything, and as an LGBT person, I felt it was my duty to at least participate a little bit. So this is 75% Sure Wool, and it's 25% nylon. It's by Lang Yarns, Jaw Wool Magic, Superwash. And this is the color. It's a sock weight yarn, I do believe, and it's very pretty. My thing that I loved about this store was that, other than they had Cascade, that was the only brand I'd ever heard of that was there. I thought that was so cool. They had a lot of acrylic, which we all know I don't like. My mom bought a skein of acrylic. I'll talk about that in a second. But other than that, oh, but it has a knot. I don't know if that's just like, I hope that's not like throughout. I hate when nice yarn has a knot built in. Do you see that? I don't think it'll come out. Will it? Oh, it did! I fixed it! Yay! I fixed it myself. Yay. So it wasn't really knotted, it was just in itself. But yeah, it's like a darker rainbow color. I'm very curious about how this would knit up. I don't know when I will knit this, but I just really wanted to have it. So I bought it. And then right when I was getting ready to leave the store, I just happened upon this, which is Mana. It's Araucania yarns, I think. It's hand painted, 100% silk, mulberry silk. Look at this color, guys. Look at it. Gorgeous. I don't know what this will become. This is a worsted weight yarn. Oh my god, I thought it was so pretty. And it feels so luxurious, which does. Silk, so it's going to... It has a little bit of pilling, I'm noticing. But the twist in it would probably make for some gorgeous twist or stitch definition. So I had to buy this. It was so pretty. So I got that. And that was it at Birdhouse Yarns. Let me move that out of the way. And then my best friend, I saw her the next day, Victoria. I've talked about her a couple times. She is the sweetest person in the entire world. She said, I bought you something at Disney. And I was like, what? She goes to Disney constantly. I'm so jealous of her. Her boyfriend lives in LA. But she went and she bought me something. And I was like, what is it? And I saw it, and guys, I wasn't ready for this. She bought me stitch markers. They're not real stitch markers, they're charms, but look at this. Look at this. It's the freaking castle. Do you see that? Yes, you do. So it's the castle, and it has like a shimmer to it, which I don't know if it's picking up. I hope it is. And then she got me this, which I thought was super cute. Cheshire cat. Gorgeous. And then this, a little like clear Mickey glove. Victoria, you spoiled me incredibly, and I appreciate it so much. I can't wait to put these on projects. So she got me these three. She was like, I figured you could use them like your other progress keepers. And I'm like, yes, I love Disney. Guys, I don't know if you understand how much I love Disney, but back in the day, Victoria and I used to go like every 4 to 6 weeks. And that was like a 7.5, 8 hour drive. So it was a commitment, but we did the commitment. So yeah, thank you, Victoria. I super appreciate it. Next thing, I'm actually going to jump out of order a little bit because I want to do the next thing last. But I got my monthly, I forgot, I'm a member of the Color Explosion Sock Club, I think, from Madeline Tosh, and this is this month's color. If it's a spoiler, I'm sorry, but I just got mine in the mail, so I wanted to show it. It's called Surf. The color is gorgeous. It's 100% merino wool, fingering weight, as we know. It's the Euro sock, which is funny to me because you can't really knit a sock out of 100% merino wool if you don't want it to like wear. But whatever, the color is freaking gorgeous. I will find a use for this, don't you worry. So it's like speckled with like a variegated, and there's like a little bit of yellow in it, if you can see. So very, very pretty. This has been my favorite month thus far, color-wise. Because I'm on my 3rd month, I believe. The first month was a pink and purple-y doodad of kind of like striping. Second month was like red, cream, and blue. So very patriotic, which is cool. But I don't know what I would use it for. But this month just speaks to me. So very happy I'm still a member. So I got that. And then I dyed more yarn. So I decided to do the, I think I told you guys, the 3 peas in a pod mystery knit along. Hunted through my yarn. I couldn't find anything that I was dying over to make it with. Again, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I didn't get that far, which I'll show you my whips. But I did dye some yarn for it, so I'll show you. I actually started by dyeing. My original plan was 1 set, and I'm only using 1 of those. Or, no, I'm using all 3 of those. So that is the colors I'm using. Right? I think so. So I'll show you what I have. So I made this, which is, I wish it would come out true to life. It is the most gorgeous, if I do say so myself, variegated turquoise. The yarn that I've been using is 7525. And it's super nice. It's very, very soft. It's very springy. You can kind of see the variegation there. What I did was I did like a turquoise as the main color, and then I speckled in a little bit of a peacock blue, which you can kind of see. This is my version of tonal. There's going to be some variation. There's going to be some dimension because I like it. I like how it knits up. If you wanted just a regular solid color, you could just buy that at like Michael's. Why not have fun with it, you know? And you can see like some variegation that just naturally occurs. Love this. So I made that one. Then I made this, which is another color going into the that knit. So this is just a super bright, and it's actually coming out very true to life, at least from what I see on the viewfinder. Electric yellow. There's a little bit of white in there mixed in, and then I did a speckling of a tan just because I wanted to. Why not? So I think like if I were to ever start selling yarn, I've like thought of names for all of my different yarns, and this one would be my kind of subtle. It's the same base. I love this yarn. I think it's so pretty. So that, and then I'll show you the third one for that when I start my whips, because I'll show you that. I made this one, which I think is so pretty. This was meant to be a tonal, actually, but it ended up very variegated, and so I was like, okay, I'll just use it for something else. So I'm saving it, but this color is just so pretty to me. It's like a very blue-green, with some, like, you can see some, like, almost denim-colored speckling, which I love denim. I love the color of denim. You can see it pretty well right there. Same yarn base, I think I already said that, but yeah, so I made this one too. I love this. And then my last one, which will jump me into my whips. This has been my second most worked on whip the last couple days, which has been since Monday that I started, so I'm not very far in at all. But let me show you the yarn. I am so proud of this yarn. This would be called, what did I call it? Night in the White Mountains. That's what it's called. So you can see it. There we go. So it's a gray, white, and bright, bright, bright blue. It is supposed to... It has the blue from this mixed in, which you can see. And it also has the blue from this mixed in. And then it has some dark, like, gray-brown in there, and then some just left white, or cream colors undyed, mixed in. Oh my god, you guys. I am so proud of this. When I skeined it, like, when I put it, I was like, it's okay. And then I, like, caked it, and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. If I do say so myself again, I'm just obsessed with this. So I did this, and... the project, which is living in my Molly Klein Designs bag, which thank you for following me, Molly. I don't know if you'll ever watch this video, but thank you for following me. It means a lot. Here is the beginning of the 3 Peas in a Pod mystery knit along. Again, I'm not very far in at all, but you can see the picot edge. I don't know how you pronounce it. And it's in that yarn, which you can really see the variegation in it. And according to the pattern, you're supposed to start with your most variegated color. So it's this. I love all the texture. I hope I like the finished product. I don't know how I'm going to feel about like this like pointy part in it, but we're going to just hope for the best and think that we're going to love it. So that. And yeah, it's fun. It's a very, very easily memorized pattern repeat for the first part. I just have to do it. Thing is that my life has been all about my second whip, which I've been working on like nonstop since I said I was going to cast it on. It's not in this bag, that's later. There's these like the cords for my blinds right here. Sorry. So it's living in this bag, which if you guys remember, this is my Bags by Awesome Granny hedgehog bag. I love this bag. And it is the Exploration Station. And as of today on break, because my best friend who I work with, she was sick, so she didn't come in, so I had time to knit on break. I am on section 2. This has been the most fun knit I think I've ever done. This is the right side, I believe. Is it? Maybe? Yes, it is. Okay. I'll hold it up this way. So you can see, I love this. I think it is so pretty. It's so fun. I'm thinking of, the edging is a, let me see. I'll show you guys, and then I'll come back to this. The edging has this, like, chevron bit to it. I think I'm going to omit it. Just because I don't know how I would style it with it. I feel like that would just make it a little bit too feminine for me. Do your thing if you like it. Definitely it's pretty, but just not for me. And this is for both the Laura, the Dyer's Notebook, and Kristen from Yarngasm / Woolenvine. It's for their cals. So we'll get back to this. So the colors that I ended up going with, I went with what Noah said for the most part. So this is that Nebula color by Madeline Tosh. This is yarn I dyed myself. This is Fern by Madeline Tosh, this gray. And then my dumbass didn't realize that there was a 4th color needed. I thought it was only the 3. I can't count, apparently, A, B, C, D. So for the 4th color, I ended up doing, you can see it more up here, Oracle by Hedgehog Fibers, which I think is very pretty. It's funny because as I'm knitting it, I'm like, I don't know if these go together, but looking at it, even on the viewfinder, I'm like, yes. Yes. So I started this, started it on Thursday originally, and then I had to frog. Started again on Friday twice. It's been a whole ordeal, but I've been going strong since Friday. There's a couple of little, like, boo-boos, like, right, where is it? I don't know how this happened either, but you can see this, like, super loose stitch right there. I don't know. I'm hoping that'll fix itself, at least kind of in blocking, and if not, I'll figure it out. And then there's, like, a loop somewhere, but other than that, it's gone pretty well. I like this a lot. I think it'll be really fun. I'm more than halfway done, I feel, based on, like, repeats and stuff. So I like it. I do really, really enjoy it. So yeah, that's been my major work in progress this week. And yeah, it's going to be really comfortable. This to me screams Japan. So for my trip, I think it's like perfect. It's a bright color. It's, you know, oh, it'll just be fun. And the colors are really coordinating without meaning to be. Like in here, you can see there's a lot of like the lime green, which I have a lot of in mine, which I didn't mean for there to be green, but I forgot that blue and yellow make green. Because it was supposed to be mostly like fluorescent yellow and turquoise. But as of this afternoon, I am on the brioche section, which you can kind of tell up here. And I like brioche, so I'm fine with it. It'll be fun. It'll be really fun. So yeah, that is my main work in progress. And I've been using this, which is by Molly Klein Designs. It's a DPN cozy, but I've been using it as like a whip minder to hold my stitches on when I stop. It's cute. It's Pokemon. So that has been my main attention this week, just because it's one of those patterns that like reels you in and you can't help but keep going. And then my other one, which I didn't put too big of a dent on this week, but I'm still trying. I know I won't get it done in time for the test knit to be over, but I'm still going to try to finish it in the near future. This is a test knit for Rena from the Wool Co. It has a really cool texture. I'm not going to pull it up close because I don't want to give too much away since it is a test knit, but this is in Lolo Did It PYT, Pretty Young Thing. I want to love you, pretty young thing. So it's in that. Just kidding. Yeah. I love these socks. Like, when they're done, they will be so fun to wear, but Lord knows it'll be a long time till these are done. I started the increases for the gusset, I think, or the heel flap, I can't remember. Heel flap. Yeah, I started those, so I'm not at the very beginning, but I'm definitely nowhere near where it's supposed to be. Especially I saw people who were done, I'm like, how? The friggin' thing takes so long with all those left twists, which I love left twists, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. So, that has been my works in progress. Other than that, I have fallen in love with dyeing yarn, guys. I am obsessed. I think it is so fun. I love picking colors, putting them together, and seeing what comes out. I like to think that I have a pretty good eye for color. Again, like I said before, I did makeup, so I had to learn a lot about like the color wheel and stuff. So I went a little bit crazy and I ordered 3 different bases to try yarn on. 2 of them are fingering weight. One of them is DK. I think what I'm going to do is for like the closest people in my life, I'm going to dye them a special skein of yarn and then make them a hat for Christmas. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's like my plan. We'll see if it actually comes through, but for sure I'm super excited about this. And what I'm thinking of doing for the plane ride to Hawaii, which is a week from tomorrow, I can't believe it, I'm thinking of dyeing up a skein of DK in like this color. Oh, it looks so much more highlighter green in this than I wish it was. Maybe I'll add a little bit of like a nuclear green to the yellow to make it like highlighter color. So anyway, so I'm gonna, and I think I'm gonna knit myself another Flay Sensei hat on the flight, just because I think it'll be easy to cram into like a little project bag and keep it going. Yeah, I'm thinking, we'll see. Otherwise, I'll take my my sweaters or something to knit. Also, my, what's it called? My exploration station, I'm hoping will be done by then. Fingers crossed. Because I haven't worked like crazy amount of hours on it. It's just like flying off the needles, which is amazing. But that's beside the point. But I'm loving dyeing yarn, guys. Like, I can't explain how much I love it. I don't know what that means in terms of maybe selling it eventually or anything, but it's just, it has my heart right now. And I spent Monday, when I got back from Tucson, Noah was at work. I spent a good 3.5 hours dyeing this yarn, and it was just so fun. And it makes me be patient, and I'm like figuring out tricks to make me not have to be as patient, how to make my stuff go, you know, cool down quicker, heat it, whatever. But it's just, I'm really digging it. So I ordered another 30 skeins of freaking undyed yarns. It's a lot. And then I ordered 17 new dyes. Yeah, I'm really like putting my best foot forward with this, because if you really enjoy something, why not do it and do it to the full of, you know, the fullest of your abilities and your financial resources to do it if you like it. Not even doing it like to make money off of, but if you enjoy it, like let it be what you spend your time doing, you know? So, yeah. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I got a new book that I'm going to start reading, but I haven't read yet. It's called The Book of Speculation. Victoria, again, recommended it to me, and so I think we're going to do like a little like impromptu book club. Oh, speaking of clubs or group activities, Stephen West announced a mystery knit-along, his next one coming out. Does anyone want to do it with me as like a Cal? Like we can do it on the group and chat about it. Let me know, because I really want to do it. I can maybe offer up a prize or 2. I think if and when we get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway for sure. But we'll see. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what we're going to do, because I really want to knit that pattern, and I know I'm not the only one out there. And why not do it with my little group of friends who watch my podcast and who I feel like are my knitting buddies? So with that, I'm going to end the video. Yes, I'm only 28 minutes and 47 seconds in, according to the thing, which is time I'm going to take out because of the beginning, whatever. But I don't really have a lot else to say. So until next week, keep knitting. And yeah, talk to you guys soon. Bye.